I'm here with Gordi Loca, and you have no introduction that needs to be told. And so with that being that you're known here in Laredo, so tell me a little bit about yourself. I know that you're like a broadcaster per se, but more of a rebel broadcaster. Would you say that?
I'd say I'm a freelance reporter, self-made, not taught.
Okay. So, but with rebel, would you like the word rebel that I just mentioned?
I mean, you could say that in English. I would like to say it in Spanish, but I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, rebel's funny.
Now, you get calls 24/7. When was the last time you actually had to drop everything and do a story? Is that how it goes, or do you actually put a timer on it and say, you know what, I'm busy, I'm just not going to do it?
No, yesterday was, I had to drop everything and go. There was an accident at San Dario and we got there right under 35. A truck flew from 35 down the highway. It was pretty bad. Truck flipped. The guy was in critical conditions and was flown out to San Antonio.
So
it
you
was
dropped
right
everything.
after the parade. Yes, I dropped everything and I died.
And that's on everything that you do. I mean, as far as, I can understand you being like busy, especially being asleep. When was the last time you had a good night's sleep? Do you sleep?
It's been a while. I really don't sleep when I'm supposed to sleep, but at the end of the day, I get a little bit of sleep and then I'm out and about,
Out and about all the time. What's the best time that you like to be out? As far as for just in general, do you find that the nightlife is sort of like 3 o'clock in the morning? That's better for you because there's less traffic?
It was better for me. The nightlife was better for me. But now with 3 kids, I kind of switch it around and, I'm out during the day, sometimes during the night like now, but I'll be home by 12.
Okay.
Just depends.
I didn't know you had kids. I know of you, but I don't know you. So that's the reason why I wanted to do this. I'm a podcaster and I do interviews and all of that jazz. So what I wanted to start doing was interviewing just people in general in Laredo. And so for that guy, it could be a banker, a band member and stuff. So I started doing that, and you are one that kind of like intrigued me. Because I know of you again, and I see you on Facebook and all of that jazz, but I don't follow you. So I don't know everything about you. I didn't know you had kids, or are you married, nothing like that. It's
separated for 3 years. Kids, I have 3. A 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old.
Oh, wow, girl, you've been busy, huh? Taking care of some business, huh?
Well, to be honest with you, my 2 older kids are adopted.
Oh, okay.
My son, he's 3. My daughter's 2. And the 9-month-old, she's mine. She's almost 1 in May the 1st. And just trying to survive.
Are you going to be having more babies? Do you want to have?
No, not yet. Yeah, one more.
One more?
That's my plan.
Okay.
But it's still up in the air.
Yeah.
Or I have one or I adopt another one.
Okay, cool. How does that go, the process for you on adoption and so forth?
It's a little bit complicated, but not too complicated for me.
And for your status, is there a big deal because of your status? You are when it comes to your status, you are, again, infamous, I want to say, notorious, because it's good and bad. You have you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense?
It does make sense. So a lot of people think that, I've been to jail and I have all this track record. I've been to jail, yes, but I have no convictions. My record is clean. 19
arrests, no convictions. No.
20 arrests, no convictions.
No convictions. Yeah. Knock it off.
Innocent to proven guilty.
Yes. Nice. And what do you do?
Really great lawyer, stuff like that.
Nice. What do you do to distress yourself? After a hard day's work, what do you do? What relaxes you? What's your
sleep?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Candles?
Drive around. Sometimes on the weekend, I get my nieces to babysit. Mm-hmm. Babysitting is not like it used to be. Back in the day, you paid $20, and now you have to pay them $120 to babysit.
Yeah. And it's cash out. It's got to be cash out.
You want to go drink, or
it's got
what do you want to do?
And to make sure it gets some
pay. Yeah, it is what it is.
And can you see yourself as an actual news broadcaster, literally on TV? You do your independent stuff, but would you see yourself?
No.
No? Have you been offered jobs to be on a news
I've been offered to move to Austin.
Okay.
And do what I'm doing, legitly getting paid and whatnot. But I really don't, I see myself doing what I'm doing now through my phone, but not working with somebody else or for somebody else.
And how long have you been doing this? When did
About 8 years. 8 years.
What was your first? What started this ball rolling? Tell me about the first guy.
It was murder-suicide. It was two little girls, 6-year-old and a 16-year-old, right here by Martin High School. I lived about 2 blocks from where the incident happened. I was sleeping, and I remember my kid's father waking me up and saying, "Hey, something's going on outside. There's a lot of cops and helicopters and SWAT, passing by here. They're hauling ass. I could hear that they're like close by." So I got up and I put on my tennis shoes and we drove around, and it was 2 blocks away from my house. There was a standoff with a guy. He was inside a house. He lived next door. We didn't know what was going on back in the, when we were there, we had no idea what was going on. We just knew that there was a man in the house holding 2 little girls hostage, an elderly man who was bedbound, and I believe those were the only people inside the house. 20 minutes from being there at the scene, I was recording on my phone. Facebook Live didn't exist back then.
Mm-hmm.
We had Facebook, but not Facebook Live. So I was recording with my phone, and all of a sudden you hear gunshots. 15 minutes later, from the back of the house, you see an officer carrying the limp body of a 6-year-old girl, like been shot in the face. Another officer carrying a 16-year-old girl who had been stabbed and shot. They were performing CPR while trying to get her into the ambulance. I remember that very clearly. 15 minutes later, you hear more gunshots, and the guy that was inside holding these kids hostage got killed. Suicide by cop.
Oh, wow.
So that's how Gordi Loca started. I basically recorded, the entire incident, uploaded it to Facebook, and it went viral. You had the people that were basically saying, "Take it down, it's not right."
Being that it's so graphic, being that it's so graphic and so forth.
But from then to now, I've learned a lot of things. I had mentors. Marisa Limon was one of them. She helped me on the what to say and what not to say, and it just stuck, and that's how it all started.
As far as with that affecting you, you've done so much when it comes to that and recording and all the stuff that and stuff. Do you ever how do you take it? I don't know how to say this, seeing that you see all of the stuff that you see and report and the insight that and so forth, how does that affect you, and how do you detach from that? How do you desensitize yourself from that, especially when it comes to children and or just anything in general, murder, death?
You can't. You really can't. There's things that you see, and there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about me, and I'm not going to go into detail, but I've been around. I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things, whether it be here or in Olaleda or whatever. But I guess we just learn to cope with the things that go around in our city. If that makes any sense. I think that we live in a border city where we're used to seeing all these types of things. So you go to the local Stripes, you buy our Nuevo Laredo newspaper, and what do you see? Dead people, people missing heads and whatnot. That's something we're used to. All our culture is used to in this city. But if somebody from San Antonio or Austin or Dallas that's not, very familiar with what we do and stuff here, they'll freak out if they see this type of newspaper. They'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" Right?
Especially with Alarma magazine or the Alarma from where they decapitations and all of that stuff. It's just
I think it's just the way of life, the way we were brought up, what we're used to seeing and watching. Unfortunately, it is what it is,
Do you find yourself having to choose what you're gonna end up going to? Do you get bombarded and so forth? I'm sure that you get a lot of okay, this is going on, this is going on. Do you have to pick and say, you know what, this is just not newsworthy for my?
You would be surprised, messages like that. From my husband is cheating on me with my nanny to, I don't even know. It's like Dr. Phil, basically. I'm like the Dr. Phil Laredo. No joke. There's bed bugs at the hotel, to there's a cockroach in my soup at whatever place. I get the randomest messages.
Cool. How many tattoos do you have? Where did your tattoos done that?
It depends. So I started with Puma, tattoos by Puma. And then I ended up with El Pinche Joey. So Joey is a really good tattoo artist. Now there's this guy that's gonna tattoo my entire chest.
Okay.
And his name is Eddie Torres. He just tattooed, I think it was a linebacker from a football team. I don't remember, I posted it a while back. So he's even tattooed more.
Nice.
How many do I
Are you
have?
gonna go like sleeve? Are you gonna do a sleeve? I mean, I see you have tattoos on your hands, but I haven't like seen,
I have almost a sleeve on this
Okay.
side. Yeah. They don't fit anymore.
Nice. Now, Laredo's known for several crimes, such as the Gonzalez Bath. I don't know if you remember this Gonzalez Bath back in the day. The RV's axe murders. They're called the Smiley murders, if I'm correct. And now the serial killer, that Border Patrol serial killer and so forth like that. What are your thoughts on these? When these are obviously more old school, Gonzalez Bath especially, the infamous location where he got out of the car, correct? And
Gonzalez Bath was married to my longtime friend, neighbor across the street. She had a child with one of them. I was too young to remember. I'm 39 years old, so I was probably in my, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 years old. I don't know how old Mike is, but probably remembers.
This happened back in 89, if I'm correct. Correct? Give or take, 89, 90?
I was born in 84.
Yeah, you were just a little nardy, yeah.
Yeah, I was very, very young. But the conversations and the drinking type of conversations that you hear here and there.
Yeah. Did you see the Netflix of the Arby's? What was it? It came out. It was like a serial killer, or like the kids locked up. They interviewed the two guys that did the Arby's axe murders, the ones that killed the manager.
I did.
You didn't see it?
I've heard about it, but I didn't see it.
It was pretty interesting. And the Border Patrol, you did cover that Border Patrol, correct? And so, do you want to give me some insight on that?
He's there's two of them.
Yes, so sweet guy, you're right. The one who did, well, let's start with the serial killer Border Patrol agent. And they have a surviving victim. There is a surviving victim, correct?
Right. So, I knew two or more of those victims, because I would always transit the area because I live close by. Mm-hmm. So my cruising was something I would stop and talk to these girls almost on a daily basis. Then that happened, and I was telling them why you need to be careful. Unfortunately, some of the ones that I told, two of them, are not here today. So, I mean, I think nobody expected it to be a Border Patrol agent.
Especially, right? I mean, and then you're wearing a badge, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you got a badge, you want to look for Jack the Ripper. You're looking for a Jack the Ripper type, and no, he has a fucking badge. He has his authority and so forth like that. So, and the other one, the one who killed, was his lover and her kids, correct? It was over here, not too far.
That was his kid.
Oh yeah, but he was married.
Right.
And then he went and he said that he found them, or didn't he do that something like?
He tried to kind of. That was bad. I think that was one of the worst. I had spoken to the family. They had reached out. And trying to figure out what was going on, and then they figured it out. Mm-hmm. And
they had all of the cell phone records and everything like that. They didn't even know he was with her. That he had a whole different separate life and so forth.
And then the mom reached out to me saying, "My son is not like that. You all don't know. You all are wrong." She just tried. It's like every mother, right? Defend your child.
Yeah, no.
But it was a very difficult situation, and more so just to know the way that this child and the mom were going.
Exactly.
I mean, I would have thought that he would have gone the death penalty.
What happened with that? I don't read Laredo news. Like, I'm not in tune with Laredo. So what happened with that?
To my understanding is it costs a lot of money to give somebody the death penalty. It's money that Laredo doesn't want to pay at the end of the day. So, they rather choose a life sentence than a death penalty. I would give me 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
But, unfortunately it's politics.
No, and that's understandable. I mean, it's happening everywhere, especially what's going on now in the world and stuff. Do you get hecklers or hecklers or haters when you go out? Like, do people literally yell at you and tell you something? How do you deal with that? If you do?
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, I'll get people on Facebook and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they're behind a keyboard. But in person,
to this day, none. Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta say, you are very intimidating. Like, you look very intimidating, and it's not because of
pretty chill. You can ask Mike. He knows me. He's known me for years.
Very intimidating. You are a very intimidating woman. Just the way.
I mean, I don't.
You carry yourself. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way, but just.
I'm very.
Like, I wouldn't try to fuck with you. Like, I wouldn't try to be like, I would be like, yeah, no, Mel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm chill, I'm cool.
I wouldn't, you know. Do you ever get any gifts from about the public or from any, like, you know, fans or the people that
I
are on
do.
your side?
Valentine's, I got some gifts from some of my fans. You know, I'll go out to a bar random and, you know, some guy sends me a flower or a couple, you know. They'll come and say, hey, here's a drink or here's a bucket of beer. Just very random. Very, very random.
Random?
Or I'll have people message me, hey, I bought you a gift. And
Nice.
my birthday was in December, so.
Happy Georgia?
Yes, yeah. And thank you. And I had people give, I like Gordy Lo, he's my favorite singer.
Okay.
So for my birthday, I got a cup from Gordy Lo, I got a blanket, I got a shirt, the works.
Nice, nice.
So yeah.
Do you have sponsors?
I do.
You do? You want to go ahead and plug those in?
Ashley's Bell Bonds is one. Porter Bell Bonds is another. And I have 3 others that I can't say.
Okay. Cool, cool. Have you ever had an encounter with Chucky?
Who hasn't?
tell me when the encounter
don't
with
piss her
Chucky.
off.
Oh my God, dude!
Don't. She'll spit at you and you'll regret it your entire life.
She almost kicked my ass twice, and I would. And
why?
She is. No, I'm serious. It was a funny story. TKO's when it was here on San Bernardo. I'm with the friend, we're smoking a cigarette outside. She's coming to my friend to ask for money and shit. And I was like, no, because he was going to give him. And I was like, no. She's like, let's put that in. And I was like, es mi novio. He wasn't my boyfriend. He was a friend. I mean, I'm asking him for money. Whatever. She's like, Gordi Loca. And I was like, oh shit, like she wants to fight. And Chucky's Chucky. She's this big, but that girl's got some arms on her. She's fucking, she's masculine. I think she comes here. Does she work out here? No, but she's a masculine chick for. She's been on the streets.
I wouldn't
for
want to
how
pick a
many
fight
years?
with her.
Dude,
You know, I just yesterday, Saturday after the parade, we were eating at Taquitan, and you know there was a lot of people in there, and we're sitting at the bar eating, and all of a sudden the door opens, and I was sitting down, and the reaction in the back was like, no mames, and I was like, boom, I turn around and it's Chucky walking in.
Yikes.
And she's like, no tiene nada que me ayude. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, padre, dale unos 2 tacos. ¿Tienes hambre? Sí, tengo hambre.
Pues droga.
Le digo, salte para afuera, ahorita tengo unos taquitos. And she walks outside and yeah, I bought her some food.
But she's never tried to fuck with you? Like, she knows who you are?
Oh, no, she has. She'll like, hey, no traigo, güey. Está bueno, pinche cula.
No, it's because she's so aggressive. Like, damn, I don't know how.
And I don't lower my window all the way down because she fucking spits at me. I'll fucking
she
run
will
her
literally
over.
like go after
Guarantee.
you. Like even if you do that, you know how you do the ignore. Like I didn't see you when the person's passing by. You kind of act like. But she'll get pissed at me. Yeah, I know you saw me. Yeah, like whatever. I'm like, oh, girlfriend, you got to go.
So she was at Taco Palenque and they ran her off. They sent me a video. And the manager comes outside and tells her, te tienes que ir, vete o le voy a hablar a la policía. Vete a la verga, le voy a hablar a la policía. She comes right up to him, spits inside his mouth.
Yeah.
Because the guy has his mouth open, le escupe la boca. The guy, I would have had a heart attack, I swear. I don't know what I would have done.
Yikes. Yeah, take a shot, go get
Clorox in
yeah.
my mouth, even if it burns.
Every test that there is to mankind and stuff. Like, I mean, like, honestly, at this moment, I don't even know. Like, please tell me you're not having sex. Like, please tell me that somebody's not literally paying you for, like, tell me that it's donations handout. Not.
She's probably pregnant right now from somebody.
Yikes. Speaking of, like Chucky, do you remember, this probably is going to be before your time. Do you remember, or maybe you know, Mike, this man, they called him Michael. If I'm correct, he was dreadlocks. He was like a Jesus Christ dreadlocks. And he used to hang out here on San Bernardo at the convenience stores. For years, this motherfucker was like the hobo, whatever. His name was Michael. They called him Michael. Dreadlocks, like matted dreadlocks up to here. White man. And then before you know that, after years, then yeah, he stopped. I don't know what happened to him, but his name was Michael.
Michael.
No?
That was probably before my time.
Yeah, no, I'd have to definitely, it was back in the day, I remember. But Chucky's the most famous one that we have here, right? So far?
So far.
And so forth.
I mean, I guess the rest of them have died now.
Yeah, they've gone away and so forth. Are you your worst critic? Like when you look at yourself in the interviews and whatnot, like do you judge yourself? Are you your worst critic?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
And what is it?
It just depends on what I'm talking about. You know, I'd be like, shit, did I say that?
You've said a lot of things, darling.
I've said a lot of things.
You've said a lot of things.
I should have just kept quiet.
Nice.
But hey, it got me to where I'm at, so
Exactly. Cool. Are you trademarked? Are you like, is that like a trademark or registered?
Gordi Loca, yes.
Yes, yeah. And I have to ask you, I'm sure everybody's, excuse me, already asked you this, but again, being that I don't know you, I know of you, and this is my first time getting to know you and so forth. So I'm asking you Priscilla questions and Gordi Loca questions. Where the hell did this name Gordi Loca come from?
It was very random. So a friend of mine was a DJ, Danny Boy. He was looking for a guest DJ on Friday. And I had posted on his comments, you know, pick me. He's like, that's loca. And one of my family members says, oye, como te dijo? That's loca. And then I said, Gordi Loca. And then it stuck. So I won, and then I just came up with La Gordi Loca.
Okay.
And it stuck.
Nice. Do you have a website or is it social media? Nowadays people don't have .coms or
No, it's
nothing
just
like that.
Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram.
Started TikTok.
I had to jump on the bandwagon too, girl, and I'm like, whatever. But I mean, wow,
I think
TikTok
that right now
is,
TikTok is the
oh yeah, that's the demonic source to go to and stuff like that. So yeah. Tell me about a bar fight. Have you ever seen one or been in one? And as far as physical bar fight, talk to me, girlfriend.
bar fight. Cheers.
Nice, back in the day.
Cheers.
Talk to me.
So there's been a couple.
Tell me what
Tell me
memorable
I
one.
can tell you one. There was always a bar fights at Cheers.
With
I mean, none
you.
that I made. No,
With you.
with me, none.
Okay.
No, I'm chill.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
So
just
you haven't gotten like, you don't get into physical altercation. Nobody fucks with you. Would you get a lot of like, do you feel that when you walk into a restaurant or anywhere, it's like, "Arr!" and like,
Stops, everything.
how many times, you know what I'm
stops,
saying?
and
But it's
everything's
like, yeah.
And sometimes I'll be like, let's be still.
Yeah, I know, yeah, everything. The music goes off, the video pauses.
No,
and,
nothing goes off, but
Everybody,
everybody
everybody,
turns.
yeah.
So there was this one time, Becky Palomo won for judge.
Uh-huh.
They invited me, and it was at the old Planeta 80. And I walk in, and I'm wearing heels, and boom, I open the door. Literally, the music stops. And then Herbie's like, hey, Gordi Loca, and I'm like, you know, like those movies that are kind of slow-mo, and you're walking all fucking badass, and then boom, I fell.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no, mames. And then all eyes on me, and I was like, fuck. Then I stood up, and I sat at the bar, and I didn't turn around and look at anybody, and I was like, me cagué la verga. And then I left 20 minutes later. I was like, fuck this.
Later days.
Laughing and looking at me and shit.
You said all eyes on me. Tupac or Biggie Smalls?
Tupac, all day, every day.
Rock and roll. What's a pet peeve that you have?
A what?
A pet peeve. Something that you hate or something like, I don't like people biting their nails in public. I can't stand people that are scratching their hair like, a pet peeve.
I don't like a person that gets too fucking drunk and then I can't drink. Yeah, I don't like a, how do you call it?
Necio borracho.
Necio borracho. Or somebody, I can be at somebody's place and everybody's drinking and they'll be like, oh, you know the picture? And then you don't fucking stop them. They'll be like, there, just
Yeah.
fuck it.
Do you get that? Now that you're saying about that, do you get a lot of people that, hey, can I take a photo with you? Or
All the
do
time.
you find them like filming you without you wanting?
You know what? I've never said anything, but I don't like when I'm in public or at a restaurant with my kids or my family.
Oh, yeah, especially, yeah.
And when I'm about to eat, and, hey, can I take a picture? And then they'll
That's
stop. And I'm
disruptive,
like,
and that's like rude. They
and I'm not
literally
trying to
tell
be
you
a
that.
mamon, I'm not. But people should know when and where,
Have you
And
been
I still get up and take a picture.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing is, wait to eat or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you're like right there and then like, taking photos, especially if your kids are there and so forth, so.
And then they'll be, can I take a picture with your kids? I'm like,
No, ma'am, come on. I mean, like, that's the off that. Have you ever been on TMZ? Have you
Not
been
yet.
mentioned? Not yet?
I've been on the New York Times, Chicago Tribune, Daily Mail, Washington Post, Los Angeles Times, Texas Monthly. I'm in the Texas Observer for this month, the cover for this and next month.
Nice, nice.
And
congrats.
The guy from the Rolling Stone magazine just left today,
Okay.
so he came and interviewed me too.
Nice, nice.
I have an interview on Tuesday with HBO Max.
I heard
For
something
series.
about HBO, so what's going on, girlfriend? You want to plug that in?
I mean, that's all I know right now. But,
Okay,
you
so
know,
that's all you
it's
can
something
give us
that
for right
works.
now. Okay. What's one of your favorite restaurants to go to as far as for eating out and so forth? What's your favorite restaurant? So
I have
let's
3.
Go for it.
Taquito Dan, Suarez, and República.
Nice. So these are, I've never heard of them, believe it or not. Where are these located at? I go to Pamuquis and stuff, so.
Whatever, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Taquito Dan is on San Bernardo, right across from Charlie Corona. Suarez is 4800 block of McPherson.
Okay.
And República's on Del Mar.
Cool.
It's a bar. It's a high-end bar.
Nice.
Really, really good.
Cool. And what do you drink? Like, what are you?
Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra? Nice, nice. Are you a cocktail drinker, shot drinker, nothing like that?
That's when I met Mike.
Nice.
I was about what? How long have I known you, Mike? More than 20 years,
Yeah.
probably.
More than 20.
I was probably like 16, 15, 16. Yeah, Mike and Nazi, no.
We're at
I
Mike's
was, no, I was
powerhouse, by the
bad.
way.
I was about probably 16 years old. I was bad. I was a drinker, really heavy drinker. It was like a 3-4 day kind of drinking.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was bucana and beer and a mixture of a lot of other stuff. And yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
stopped
a little
ever
calm down,
since.
yeah.
trying to be an example for my niece.
Nice, 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 nice. What do you think about this filtered world nowadays when it comes to the filtering and so forth? I notice, again, I've seen a couple of your videos and I try not to like watch your whole videos. Like you obviously pop up on the feed and so forth. And you are balls out just, it's the camera and it's you when you're driving. There's no filter, you don't have giant hips, you don't have a flawless face, you don't have a thin waist. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about this filtered world nowadays when it just comes to
Females that don't like themselves,
Uh-huh.
their self-esteem. And I think that nowadays a lot of females don't have a good self-esteem. And I
Yeah.
know Mike knows it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he's been in the gym world for many years.
Yes, yes.
And I think that a lot of females are obsessed with being somebody they're not, and with being trying to be like their friends.
Exactly, and not aging. What's aging?
Oh, they look like, I'm sorry, but they look like shit. They really all those
Gracefully
injecting
aging.
your lips, injecting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just too much. And then with time you can tell where their lips
Oh
are
yeah,
kind of
yeah. I know with the
saggy.
filters and stuff like
They
that.
look, they look like patos ahogados.
Yeah, they're just no.
They're
Dude,
really
go
good.
to a gym. Go to a gym, and when they get their ass injected, like when they get the big ass booty, but their legs don't match it, like mama, go to the
Kim
gym.
Kardashian.
Dude,
kind of.
go to the gym, get some quads and get some hamstrings, like match the ass, and still for like that. But when you're driving, do you ever bitch out loud in traffic?
I always.
Always do. I do the same thing too. I do the same thing too. I do that all the time like this. Oh my god. Have you ever done a DNA family ancestry test to see how far you go back? To see
I
if
think
you're,
that with all the bitching between my mom and my dad, I think I need a DNA test because I don't even know if I belong to the
to see
family.
if you're related to Barbara Walters. She's your great aunt. I was like,
I should, right?
yeah, no, but that would be interesting. If
I
you
think
ever
it
do
would,
that.
right?
You know what? I would want you to tell me what's going on. Then. You know what I'm saying? That you ever do that.
I
You
should.
never know, Mama.
Send me a link.
Yes, yes.
And let's maybe I'm related to.
Barbara
I
Walters.
don't know. No, but I'm probably related to Uncle Paul or something.
Doodle, you probably aren't. Probably or John Gotti or
Or
something.
somebody, right?
Somebody. Do you have any pets? And do you give them a voice?
I don't
Do you-
have pets.
You don't do pets?
I don't. I'm not a pet person.
You're not a pet person.
No. I mean, I can barely handle my kids, let alone
Exactly.
having a pet.
Yeah, running around and
No,
stuff.
I can't.
Nice, nice.
No.
Do you
I've been wanting a monkey.
That's fine.
And my kid's father is like, "Estás pendeja, no puedes con los huercos."
Pues ni más que un pinche chango que anda correteando a la verga.
Ya tenemos chamos aquí, ya mira cosa. Little kids again.
I mean, he has a point. No, for real, he really does have a point.
Are you
I'll just admire him from...
Nice, nice. And you are with husband, are you married?
We've been separated for 3 years,
Okay.
but he's an asshole partner, but he's a great father.
That's wonderful. So
He
you have a
really
good
is.
rapport with him.
Oh, yeah. 18 years.
Nice, nice, nice. Are you a rock
I
and roll?
turned my ring right.
I know, right? You're like, just say my blade. He's gonna get some tonight.
Catch
He's
that
gonna.
on camera. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Are you a rock and roll or heavy metal fan?
So I have 2 cousins who are Metallica fans. The works. Play the drums. They're into heavy metal. I don't know if Mike knows them. Ricky Rodriguez and Benet Rodriguez. They were heavy metal band members in my high school back in the day.
Do you know the band thing?
I mean, back in the day, I don't know.
Okay.
Now that I know one of them, both of them are ex-Marines and ex-Army.
Okay.
So,
Single?
no, for real, they're really, really guys. Rene, he's a younger one. He's a heavy metal band member. I mean, I'm into Metallica, you know,
Slayer?
and
Pantera?
I mean, just like the most
Megadeth?
popular songs, Motley Crue,
Nice.
all that.
Twisted Sister, Fire Riot?
Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice.
what I used to hear back in the day.
So what kind of music do you listen to? Like if you're not, I mean, obviously like universal, like I can listen to everything and so forth, but I'm a heavy metal rock and roll chick. What can you listen to?
Tupac.
Tupac. Nice, nice. Cool. Do you ever have a reoccurring dream or a nightmare?
Drowning. I think that's
It's a reoccurring dream?
I just think it's all the fucking drama around all the
Yeah.
people's. I'm telling you, it's like Dr. Phil. You know, having to fucking cope with everybody's shit. You know, I always said that I help everybody out. You know, who the fuck helps me at the end of the day? You know. I mean, it's something I decided to do and I'm stuck with it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of like a, not so much a burden, but you do
I mean, it
help out.
really is a burden.
Well, I mean, understood, but you do help out like a lot of people. I mean, you're known. You are like well known, but I want to say you're infamous and notorious at the same time. And so with a lot of people, this is what I get from it. And again, I'm glad that I'm doing this with you and you give me the opportunity because I'm not
I
one of
haven't
your.
done a podcast with anybody. And you can ask around. I've had many people that have podcasts on the radio, and you're the first one I have to.
Grazie, grazie. You heard it here first, folks. But I mean, no, honestly, like, this is what the consensus of what I get, Priscilla. Calling you Gordi Loca, that's like a marker. That's like a marker on you. And so, when I first met you, like when I had contacted you, because I was one of them, I was like, you know, just, hey, I remember I called your sister. And then she told me, hey, boom, boom, boom. She gave me your number. And before I called you, you called me. And I was in desperation and all of that jazz. But I want to thank you very much for that. But I know you as Priscilla, and what the hell? I'm gonna cry. I know you as Priscilla, but the consensus that I get, Mama, is that you are loved and you are very fucking hated. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I wanted to do this with you, this sit down with you, a lot of people, no lie, Mama, they told me, I'm talking the majority. When it is the moment I mentioned Gordi Lo, híjole, Luca, are you serious? They're like, oh, bro, so like a double-edged sword. What is this going to do for your podcast? You know what, and I don't care, because I'm a rebel myself, and they told me that. They cringe. A lot of people are just like, oh, ¿qué chingados? Like, nah, I get it. I'm like, what the fuck? How bad is this woman? And again, I've heard of you, but I don't know you.
People may think they know me and they're pretty dumb.
Yeah. You know?
That's Mike. He knows me more than I do. He can tell you what.
You know Mike, you taught me years because back in the day, what, 20 years? Don't know each other?
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but I had that, and a lot of people just tell me like, you know, this chick, like literally
Gordy
this
Loca's a
chick.
persona.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, well, I don't want to know Gordi Loca's ass, I want to know Priscilla's ass. Yes, granted, I'm asking you Gordi Loca's question, it's inevitable, but I want to know, what I want to get from this, what I'm doing with you now, I want to get everybody that follows you and so forth, that are watching and that are going to watch, they know Gordi Loca. They see the same questions over and over from CNN, Fox News, all of that jazz. they see it's the same questions over and I'm like, you know what, I want to ask her different questions. Hence, Tupac or Biggie Smalls. Do you have a recurring dream? They don't know this. They just know you. How did you start? And when did you start? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm switch this shit around and I'm going to make it different and so forth. And again, a lot of people told me double-edged sword. They were like, oh, girlfriend. Now I can con esa look like, don't. Like, are you sure? I was like, what do you mean am I sure? I didn't check my pockets. Like, what? Like, am I crazy? But sitting down with you, I mean, you're an asset to this city. You're an asset to us because a lot of people come to you. And it has to be a burden. How do you turn that? How do you say, like, dude, do you have a 1-800 call number, like the Gordi Loca news number, or they go straight to your phone? Because your phone has to be vibrating all the time now.
You know, the people that have my number call me, and the people that don't message me to my page.
Do you have a monitor? Do you have somebody watching your page? I mean, through all of the messages you should get. How many
I have 4 people monitoring my page. Me,
and they weed it out.
My mother, a guy in Las Vegas, and somebody else.
And they weed it out. You get a bunch of hate mail and stuff.
To be honest with you, I really don't. I mean, at the beginning I did. It stopped. I mean, I'll get a message here and there, once in a blue moon.
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
But, no, it's mostly, you know, and then I've had the people that really don't fucking like me. And then some shit happened, and they'll inbox me like,
oh,
hey,
yeah.
You know, I'm sorry to bother you, but I really need your help. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, whatever, just died, and I need your help.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
But you know what I do? I help them.
That's good.
It is what it is,
That's
you know?
good. No, it's true.
Once in a while, we need help from somebody.
No, and that's understandable. And if you could interview anybody at all, who would it be?
If I could interview,
Anybody.
I know too. I never thought about that.
Have you ever thought about interviewing, like what I'm doing now? Have you ever thought about doing that and turning the tables
I
around?
have a lot of people asking me why I don't do podcasts.
Or I think that even if you did a show, like even like a local broadcast show, whatever, I think that would be like awesome. I don't know, did they even do that? Like nowadays, you know, or everything's a
I
podcast.
think they were done back in the day. I don't know.
Would you ever consider doing your own podcast, like what I'm doing with you now?
I would.
I think you should think about that, Mommy. I really do. I think that would like benefit you and expand your empire more than like what you have right now. I think that really would. What do you love? What's the thing you love about being you? What do you love most about being you?
Do I have to answer that question?
No, you don't have to. But here's the next one. What's a misconception that you've heard about yourself? Give me one.
What have you heard about me?
I've heard about you that you're very aggressive and that you take over. Actually, somebody told me that they warned me. They were like, she's going to take over the interview. If she doesn't like the way it goes, she's going to tell you like pretty much how to run this interview. She's going to take over. Watch out.
I sit and listen. And I mean, I'm just very chill. I guess people have a misconception of the person I am because of the way I talk on social media.
Yeah,
but
actually, you saying that.
I'll tell you one thing. If you go to anybody else's live video, they don't have the viewing that I have because when I talk, it's real talk.
Exactly.
And they say, why do you have to be so vulgar?
That's
and the
what they have
vulgarness is because that's the only way people fucking listen to it. You talk to them nicely, they don't listen. You start fucking saying bad words, flipping and shit. People listen.
Yeah.
They do listen.
No, yeah. That's one thing I've heard. I can say honestly too that I didn't even know you spoke English, girl. I did not know you spoke English because the little, you know, and I'm like, okay.
I think I speak a lot of languages. Like the other day, I was at the parking lot where, what's this fucking Chinese place that closed down? Emperor Garden?
Yeah.
And I was backing up, and I was driving out, and then a car is coming the wrong way, and we almost crashed. And I fucking honk at the girl, and she's an Asian girl. And she starts fucking cussing me out and throwing her hands up, and I'm like, boom, I roll the window down. She rolls the window down, and she's yelling at me in her language.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, he's pendeja.
And she fucking yelled, she's yelling at me, and the only thing that could come out of my mouth, I swear to fucking God, and I'm sorry, I'm not racist, bro. The only thing that could come out of my mouth was, fuck you, Kung Fu Panda. And instead of getting mad, I started laughing. I rolled up my window, and I couldn't stop laughing for like half an hour. And I was like, what the fuck did I just say? Fuck you, Kung Fu Panda. What the kind of shit is that? I mean, I don't know. Just fucking
yeah, no. Another thing I've heard, only because you're saying about what I guess shit that I've heard, I heard that La Posada was going to sponsor you, or they were sponsoring La Posada, and that you were such a fucking diva that you were like, they were going to sponsor you for some kind of interview, or you were going to do a show or an interview. And I guess La Posada, downtown, and I guess the food or the catering, or they gave you the free hotel, the free Posada, free fucking, you could eat what you wanted at the tap room or whatever the hell, but you were just like, you didn't even end up doing the interview. They wasted their time on your ass. Somebody told me, they were like, girl, you better watch out for this one. And I'm like, well, first off, I'm not paying this chick. It's just...
First of all, La Posada is one of my sponsors.
Okay, well, honey, this is what I heard. Hey, Posada, this is from somebody told me a cheeseman. But they told me that you were just not reliable. And they were just like, I get it with this chick. Like, this girl is...
All the interviews that I've had, I've done, if they're from out of town. I've never had an interview that's local, and then I've never showed up to this. I've been invited to podcasts, and I haven't, I just don't reply because I really don't have time. You've been very persistent, and I've told you, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I'll tell you, okay, Saturday, but I wish you were a day in my fucking shoes, and everything's very random. She knows that we'd be at one place, and then boom, I get a call and I have to go. Boom, I'll drop them off, or hey, baby, I need you to take care of the kids, because everything is random, and it's how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, girlfriend. I came close. I even told you, just tell me fuck you. Tell me fuck you, I'll take it. I was like,
mándame a la verga.
Tell me, I'll take it. But fucking tell me fuck you.
100%. I was like,
honestly.
And I was very calm, and I said,
you're like, listen.
You need to calm the fuck
Dude,
down.
I would get mad. I'm like, fuck.
It's because you're doing this. Everybody's telling me to just fucking leave you alone, and I'm like, dude, it's not that I'm trying to ignore you. I'm telling you, shit comes up.
I know I'm not CNN, and I'm not Fox News. Dude, I do. Literally, the last person, I had told this before this, I had told somebody, your name came up. Actually, your name's come up several times without me even mentioning you, but I've been like in a crowd, and your name's come up, and I'm like, and I stay quiet, like I'm just like, because I don't want to mention, because I was like still hunting you down and stuff. And your name came up, blah, blah, blah. It was not bad. And, okay, whatever. And then I go, you know, fuck it. And I'm like, dude, I'm a podcaster. I'm trying to get Gordi Loca. And some girl, she listened to me. She was like, what do I do? She's been eluding me. I'm getting eluded. What the fuck? Just tell me fuck you. She goes, continue. She goes, continue, Loca. Don't stop. Because I go, should I? Or should I delete her number now? And I said, fuck it. She wasn't continue. And before I left, she goes, don't stop.
Tell me fuck you and I'll leave you alone.
I said,
Linda, you need to calm the fuck down.
Dude,
She was yelling. I remember I was in the line at Whataburger and you were fucking yelling, and I was literally, dude, I was kind of like this close to say, calmate la verga.
And you know what? Thank you for being respectful.
She was yelling.
If anything, what she would say is, listen to me. Listen, I'm like, ves que una chica, like, I never worked this hard for a fucking podcast. Like, damn it. And shit like that. So, anyways, blah, blah, blah. But thank you very much, Mama. And like I said, the rumors I've heard, everybody told me this is against it. Rose, that they're like, fucking legally, like, no. Like, double-edged sword, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm glad that I'm fucking doing this. And if you don't like it, change the fucking channel. Honestly, you don't have to say change the channel. Vato, y se la dice, la va, se la, bloop, bloop, bloop. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, how did the pandemic affect you? Not financially, but emotionally, when it came to the pandemic. We all went
We
through
were indoors for about a year and a half. I literally moved out of Laredo because of the pandemic.
Where did you go?
San Antonio. I think the change of scenery, change of everything, changed things, rather than be here. I was panicking.
Oh,
I mean,
it was crazy.
we were all panicking, right? But I think that, I don't know, I thought it was worse here than it was in San Antonio. I probably was.
Did you get the corona, or did you get it in the beginning, or did
I
you...
just got it a month ago.
Yikes.
3 weeks ago. I was in the hospital for a week and a half.
Okay.
It was pretty bad. I had bronchitis and stuff like that. But
I got bronchitis.
nobody got time for that. I got it twice when it started. It wasn't that bad. The second time was pretty bad. And then I got it. This was the third time.
Okay. Well, and you're not vaccinated?
One shot. One definitely.
That's the reason you got it 3 times is you didn't get the 15 shot that you needed.
Fuck that,
The
no.
follow-up
I'm an
booster.
anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
I don't
no,
get it.
no, I don't go
But
with
you
that
know,
shit.
there's a lot of people that have gotten the vaccine now have heart issues.
Exactly. Yeah. Or they're just like feigning,
Anxiety.
stage and stuff. Yeah. Exactly. If you could fix anything or change anything in Laredo, what would it be?
I'm gonna say politics because that's not gonna change. I think Laredo needs to be. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that needs to change. We're behind from a lot of things.
As in?
A lot of things. You know, whether it be from people are very close-minded in Laredo. You go to San Antonio, it's otro pedo.
Oh,
You go to
yeah,
Austin.
people say
you
hi
go
to you.
You go to Austin. Go to the bars in Austin. People are having a great fucking. It's not like Laredo. You go to a bar in Laredo. ¿Qué le miras a mi ruca, güey? Cállate los hocicos. Like, it's typical Laredo shit. You go to Austin, and the guy would be like, dude, that's my chick. And you'll be like,
Take my wife. Go ahead.
take my wife?
Yeah.
Can I watch?
Yeah, right. GoEasy.com.
Laredo is very close-minded. I'm going to run for city council this year.
Okay.
For District 4.
Nice. What is the process of doing that? How do you go about doing that?
What do you mean?
The process, like paperwork. What is it in order to be able to run? Anybody can just sign up in a ballot, or
You have to
how does that
have
work?
a high school diploma. That's about it.
Nice. And city council, what exactly would you be doing? Say you were elected, city council. Like, tell me what that is. as far
So
as
you have a certain district you're assigned to,
Mhm.
a certain area of the city, and basically make changes. You know, streetwise, lighting,
And what would be you won? You
our
got
parks.
it. What would
Our
be one of them?
parks is one of them. So, you know, you go to a park and vamos a North Central, or let's go to the south and
Mhm.
try this park. We have very shitty parks in our area, which would be like Saunders to Hillside and Clark. If you go to our parks, they're very, very bad. They're
Okay.
outdated, basically. You know, our streets need a lot of work, need a lot of lighting.
Yes. Cool. Do you do karaoke? And if you do, what's
No.
your favorite song to sing? You're not a karaoke girl? You've never done karaoke?
I mean, I've done it, but it's not like I'll go to a bar and sing.
You're not American's Idol or
I'm
American's
gonna
Idol?
sound like that chick from that movie, Me, Myself, and Irene. What's
Okay.
I mean, I've done karaoke. My favorite song would be probably Changes from Tupac.
Nice.
I like one of his quotes: "If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day."
Exactly.
That's my favorite
Exactly. Actually, that suits you. That actually suits you, especially with everything that you go through and everything you see, and so forth. And besides seeing and like shooting and stuff like that, filming, have you smelled?
Have I?
Smelled.
don't
I know that
talk
sounds like a
about
dumb
stuff. No, I know
question,
what you're
but I
saying.
just
I know
know-
what you're saying. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and that
I-
forever stays with you. That is a smell that you.
I'm gonna keep away from that.
Yeah,
question.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? What paranormal
course.
activity have you experienced?
Shit. Recently? No, not recently. Let me see. Let me think of, because I have quite a few. So, her little sister passed away a couple of years ago, my niece. And the house they used to live in, my sister moved out for the same reason, because she couldn't cope with living in the same house where she passed
Your
away.
niece passed away.
Her sister, she
Your
was
sister,
3.
how old? She was 3. What was she
Cancer.
like?
Awesome.
Little cutie.
She was. And she passed away in my arms. It was October the 16th at 1 o'clock in the morning. So my
Hey,
sister
but
had
that's
to.
gonna get too deep. I didn't
No,
want
no,
to-
no, I'm talking. So my sister had to move out of the house. And then, you know, I caught myself having to pass by that house for a while. You know, just trying to cope, you know, with the loss, right? So one day, maybe 2 years after her death, I got a message in my inbox on my page, and it was a lady. And she was saying, she messaged me. She said, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, very random, but at the same time, I thought to myself, things happen for a reason, right? And she was like, hey, in Spanish, just want to let you know that I moved into the house where your sister used to live, and I would love for you to come by. I want to talk to you. And I was like, what for? So I went to her house, and her mom was living with her, and she was very sick. She was bedbound. And I remember walking into the house, and I was kind of like trying to hold my breath and not wanting to cry and whatnot. And she took me to her mom's room, which was the room where my niece died in my arms. And she told me, I want you to feel free to come to this place whenever you feel like you need to. Because I've seen you pass by a lot of times. Because I had my blue truck back in the day. And she says, the mom says, we have a guitar in the living room that's on it. It has like a stand. It's a guitar stand. And she says, when we're asleep at night, the guitar plays by itself. Like you could hear the strings. And she says, we feel your niece is here. And her mom says, I've seen her. And I just broke down. And she said, whenever you feel like you need to be here, come. Knock on my door. I won't ask questions. You can just walk in and sit down. You can be alone in that room if you want to. Did I do it? No, I didn't. You know, it's out of respect for the family. You know, we have to move on at the end of the day. Yeah. But personally, I think that was one of the, I mean, not my experience, their experience. And, you know, she thought I needed to know that. You know, but random, but for some reason it happened, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you on that. Do you remember where you were at when you heard about the death of Selena?
I was at school. 4th grade with Miss Inocencio at Tomas Sanchez. And then I remember walking home, because we used to walk home. I walked home, and I was inside my mom's car listening to her music, and they were talking about Selena and her death. And then I remember watching on TV the standoff, Yolanda in her car. And I just remember everybody crying. I was probably like, I don't know how old I was. I was maybe 12.
Yeah, they just released Yolanda. Is that correct? She just got released, like literally? They were saying yesterday that she got released. I'm like, well, where is she? They didn't send her to Egypt.
They're talking about, I don't know, it's a podcast or a series or something that's going to come out where she's going to say the truth about what happened.
What she's been trying to say. Well, I heard this supposedly she got released or whatever.
No, she's up for parole next year.
Oh, okay, cool. What are your favorite shows to watch, series, as far as binge watching?
NCIS, FBI, Chicago PD.
Do you think that you could ever work like that? Could you ever be like a crime scene cleanup technician?
No.
Or
no.
You're like, I already have to look at it and deal with it, but to be able to, and you already smell it too as well, and stuff. Do you ever dress up for Halloween? And if you do, what have you been? Is Halloween your favorite?
For Halloween? You remember? I don't even remember anymore. Recently? Shit, I don't even think I did. Now I have kids, I dress them up.
Okay, cool deal. What do you dress your kids up as?
Just depends. What did I dress up Valentina? I don't even remember. I know Isaiah was a ninja something. Valentina was fairy. She was a fairy.
Nice. Are you into horror movies? Which ones are your favorites? If so?
I don't like them.
You don't like horror because you live horror every day.
I don't like the suspense because I'm the one that's getting screamed the loudest.
Yeah, run, motherfucker, yeah. Do you go to the movies?
No, it's because when I scream, I don't scream like, I'll be like, no mames, and I'll be screaming, everybody's like,
you go to the movies? Like, do you enjoy a good popcorn bucket and, you know, a beer?
Popcorn and a hot dog.
Nice. If you won the lottery, would you leave Laredo? Or
fuck yeah. First thing I do. Buy me a ranch on the side of Austin and fuck Laredo.
Nice.
Jason? I'll probably take Mike's. I can open up a bigger gym over there somewhere.
Nice.
My personal trainer.
Exactly, dude. Chale or Inga?
Yeah.
Dude, where did Inga generate? Where did Inga generate from? Where the fuck did this generate from? Inga.
Inga tu madre.
It's Inga tu madre, right? Like Inga. Okay, so you said you don't like horror, but I was gonna tell you Jason or Michael Myers. Michael Myers, because of the suspense, how slow he moves. Nixon or Martin High School?
Both.
Both.
I went to Nixon. I got suspended, kicked out for selling drugs. You just had to go there.
Yeah.
And then I went to Martin,
Uh-huh.
and then I left. But once you're a tiger, you're always a tiger.
Nice.
But I graduated from Nixon last year. So
Badass.
yeah.
Last year?
Last year.
You graduated from Nixon?
At the age of 38. I graduated. I'll show you pictures. Just so you-
Graduate? I can't.
It was huge. You didn't see it?
No, honey, I don't follow you.
Mike, did
I
you
don't
know
follow
this?
you.
You didn't know I graduated?
You
What do you
graduate?
mean?
I don't get it. Like,
I graduated GED my ass, a fucking diploma.
okay, how does that happen? Because I'm confused.
Look.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's a program that ended last year. I'm gonna show you how badass that was. Let me see if I have it.
Nice.
I have the video of everybody shouting when they.
Well,
they said,
congratulations.
Priscilla Treviño. Fucking
Congratulations.
whole fucking arena was loud. Did you go, Katie? Did you go? How loud was it when they said my name? It was loud. It's like fucking.
Did you post this prior or?
No.
No?
I
I did not. You're telling me news. I mean, again, I know of you again.
I would have thought
But
you
I-
knew. Really, Mike?
No.
I
Los
didn't
Angeles.
know. I didn't know this at all.
Yeah, I graduated.
Rambo or Terminator?
Terminator.
Terminator. So what's wrong with Rambo?
No, Rambo. I say Rambo.
I think they're all Rambo in one way or another. San Bernardo or Santa Maria?
What the fuck's going on in Santa Maria? I don't know. San Bernardo.
San Bernardo's where it's
Ah,
at.
man.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Shit, Prince.
Because he's hotter or what?
Fuck, I don't know. Music is. I don't know.
Alright.
I think it just depends. Purple, right? Yeah, it's
Purple rain. Okay, Laredo heat or Laredo freeze?
Laredo heat all day, every day.
Yeah, dude, give me the heat. I
You-
can't
you want-
stand
you want
cooking
COVID to
like-
stop? Laredo
Dude, yeah,
heat.
dude, exactly.
No, for real,
No,
not joking.
exactly. I can't do, Laredo.
I'd
give me the
rather
heat.
fucking be
Give me
sunburned than be
107
fucking
degrees
sick.
any day over the freeze. I just can't. No, brother, I won't. I can't do it. And so, but that was my final this or that for you there. I want to thank you very much for being a sport and answering all the questions and so forth. Honestly, it was an absolute pleasure. I had a blast, and I want to continue
too.
speaking with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Whenever you want to.
now I can stop hounding you. That's
Thank
for
you.
one thing. Yeah.
Now my phone's gonna stop ringing.
Yeah. Get out of the solar system, man. Finally, biatch. Damn. It's done.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy, darling. It's done. I've been eluding you. This is my co-host, by the way. He's my partner. He says hi. Reminds me of second grade. Remember the fat pencils?
I stick a pencil in my arm, even though I'm not right there.
Nice, nice. Baby, thank you very much for
You're welcome.
everything. Rock and roll.